is up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Dave Reviews, and today we're going to be going over One Punch Man chapter 183 titled Trade Off. And again, here we are with Fubuki on the front cover, not complaining. Fubuki's out here, always styling, and them things always thinking. But hopping into this chapter, so destruction of the aftermath between Saitama and Tatsumaki after she done settled down and calmed down. Footprints muddied up. My Crocs. My frustration. Says, man, it's a mess. Guess I better go buy some new shoes and clothes. And there are people in his home. Says, you guys again, don't just come in without asking first. Said, this guy has something he wants to say. Said, that don't change nothing. You just walked in here and didn't ask. Stop doing it. It says, what? Says, Saitama, sorry about earlier. Good on you. Took off your hat and you took off your shades. That's respectable. But you should have waited your ass outside still. That don't change none of that. Says, you need clothes and shoes? If you don't mind used, I've got a few sets of old clothes I can bring you. Says, oh, there are some awesome shoes in the facility. Let's check them out together sometime. Said, what's your deal all of a sudden? It's creeping me out. He says, we're all A-class buddies here, are we not? Looking forward to working with you. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm okay. It says, if anything else ends up bothering you, just let me know, all right? Says, yeah. Said, what's wrong with you, Forte? Did that card knock a different personality into you? Says, I saw something from the hospital. I saw him fighting. You know, I'm not gonna lie, like, I kind of brushed that off because I thought it was like comedic in passing. But if it was a true acknowledgement of like, oh, I actually saw what he was doing against Tatsumaki and recognized that it wasn't a fluke or anything like that, and he was actually scrapping with her, and like I ain't had no business actually scrapping with this man, and I was out of my league like by a large margin, and I actually fucked up, and I need to come apologize. He's actually the real deal. He's the one. So yeah, man, yeah, I see some things. Says his movements were out of this world. Even if all three of us went after him at once, we probably couldn't stand a chance. Like, this dude's like hanging on to the wall with his fingers, and like the fucking veins are popping out of this man's calves, just raw. Says, honestly, I doubt we'd even last 10 seconds. It felt like he was on a whole other level. Wow, actually, you might have some credence to your ability, sir. Even though it's just jovial and crazy in nature, just dance around with music, it is a fight. But to recognize and feel at that moment when you're close to him that there's some pressure there. Yeah. Yeah. Says, don't be so dramatic. You should lie down for a while. Says, that earthquake wasn't caused by a monster. It was an impact from his fighting. And he just turned. It says, we better make sure to take good care of that dog too. Let's get Saitama on our side. I forgot that they were there, bro. At any rate, this here, it's like a scene straight out of hell. Says all the monsters on B14 underneath us were wiped out as well. Most of their bodies are unrecognizable. Yo, he's massacring these monsters. It's like, bro, I've never seen this is brutal. Like, I've seen heroes fight monsters, but I've never seen anything like this. It was some of the worst I've ever seen. It was, even for monsters, it was gory. No. Just splatter everywhere. It says, seems likely the monsters probably killed each other. Bruh, is that what it is? It's like only monsters could do this, bruh. Only a monster with claws and fangs and destructive power, like out of this world, could cause this kind of chaos and devastation within here with these blood and guts spilling over. It says, looking at the damage they inflicted in the area, no doubt these meatbags used to be some pretty nasty creatures. Says, I can't believe they had such dangerous monsters in containment right here in our HQ. Is the Hero Association not taking their risk management seriously? Says, no, we've been trying to tell you. Says, a single A-class did all of this? Says, don't be stupid. Says, we know all of these monsters were demon. Oh, yo, no. Oh, nah, the word is spreading. Tell your mama, tell your friends, tell your pops, tell your co-workers. Saitama, K Baldy is real out here in these streets. Who's K Baldy? I've never seen him before in my life. Nah, fuck that, son. I seen him the other day. He was fighting Tatsumaki. He was real strong. He was real strong. He was like, bro, eyewitnesses. That's what you need, like a UFO. You need some eyewitnesses, multiple eyewitnesses telling you. They're like, nah, bro, I seen it. It wasn't no king engine, no king ability. No, nobody else was there. It was him. All him. Says, are you sure you weren't seeing things? Says, no. No. That's not what happened. Says, there's no way you association executives came all the way out here for something, but don't have any idea who Tsukiyomi is. Says, we just happened to have some free time and came out here, right? Says, yeah. Sir, over there in the corner with the cigar in your mouth, I'm not sure who you are, but you look like you actually might have a good deal of information and threatening aura to you. Says, you fell for their scheme, didn't you? Says, Gearspur. Says, Tsukiyomi is the name of a secret society from some urban legend that's been around for a long time in our Esper circles. To be honest, it's a completely ridiculous rumor. You might be part of them. Well, you just brushing it off like that. Says, perhaps the supervisors from the Monster Association decided to come and take back Psychos under the guise of some kind of trade-off. Wouldn't that make sense? It seems there were a number of other Espers in the Monster Association after all. Says, I guess. And this dude, like I said, smoking the cigar, Mr. McCoy. What? Blizzard of Hell? Do you have a moment? Says, to think that you would be secretly taking care of demon-level monsters underground, ones that weren't even on the containment list. What's going on here? All the members of my Blizzard group were nearly turned into monster food. He says, well, the monsters were being used for the implementation of a top secret weapon that Metal Knight has been developing. I mean, that lines up. That absolutely lines up. Says, is that so? What exactly then is this evidence I have here of you trying to trade those monsters off to an outside organization for a huge sum of money? Said, the emergency lines you have running through here have some awfully weak security, so you should probably set up better countermeasures against hacking. It would be a huge scandal if this went public, wouldn't it? Oh man, this dude's sweating. I thought you had everything under control, bro. No, you look so confident. He says, what is it you want? Fubuki says, I'm sure there is still some time while the cameras are all dead. If we take these fleshy remains and scatter them out on the surface, we can set things up as follows. Both the damage to this facility and my sister's rampage were due to her fighting against these demon-level monsters. Wow. Fair play, Fubuki. Fair play. I mean, it wouldn't even matter if they found out Tatsumaki did it, because it's like, what are you gonna do? Nothing. At all. But no, it's better if she just doesn't have it on her record or in the image at all. Besides, if we take care of both of those things at once, you'll gain back the trust of all the upper class people who live here. They're a valuable resource, are they not? Says, I think it would be in both of our best interests that my sister doesn't get penalized for this. Says, I like it. As expected of the witch. I mean, just give her props. She ain't gotta be all that. So they throw all these monster bitch up through the ground. I don't even know through what means of mechanism this was done. Oh. Well, that explains that. So nobody's seen her do that. Like nobody's just gonna say, did she just dig up all those monsters? But people would just say, oh no, she just killed all those monsters. So yeah, that's fine. Bruh, these monsters are fucking done, brother. Super done. The shark floof. What? Wait a minute. What the hell just happened? Whoa. What? What just happened? I feel like I missed something. Maybe I'm not reading this right. Outside, no, from the inside of the back of the shark's fucking neck hole, spine, or whatever, flump. Oh, Fubuki is there and she pulled something out. But even still, is that psycho? But bruh, why? Why was that the means of transportation? And no, bruh, she just gets in there. Fluffed up, says step on it. Oh, it was a secret mission. You're trying to get her out of there with it without anybody knowing. But wow, that was crazy. Like, is it because of Tsukiyomi that you're taking such extreme measures as well? That might also be the case. So it's best to just assume that she's dead and nobody knows where she is or nobody knows who had her. So good on you, Fubuki. Actually, Fubuki making like some boss moves right now. Says, President? Says, take a look. Pieces of monster flesh are still scattered everywhere waiting to be recovered. Since the Hero Association headquarters was just recently attacked by a group of demon-level monsters. S-Class Tatsumaki on the news. I'm like, yeah, these tornadoes here, yeah, she was fucking it up. Says, viewers provided. Says, and a single hero repelled them all on her own. This feat goes to the S-Class hero we all know and love, the Tornado of Terror. And it was interesting that, like, Saitama was relatively out of sight while he was fighting. Because, like, even when the family was passing by, he was, like, on the rock. But he was on an angle of the rock that nobody could see, which is why it's just it's so out of this world. It's like motherfuckers are actually seeing him do something. Some people, it's like, nah, bro, he's becoming like a myth and a legend amongst the people. Says this feat goes to the S-Class hero we all know and love, the Tornado of Terror, said Resident's voice. Says, oh, it was shaking so much and I was so scared. Says, of course, if there's one thing we can count on, it's the S-Class, right? Bro, is this dude's just mouth just like platinum or gold, bro? It says, we love you, Tatsumaki-chan. GG, because like if she was the one who fucked up all that shit and they found out, bro, it's not gonna be good. Says, I knew it. Tatsumaki's awesome, even if she's kind of scary when she's fighting. Saitama's like, eek, oh no, what is this? Says, complete bullshit. I was the one who stopped Tatsumaki, and they're practically calling me a monster here. Says, I'll file for complaints. He's like, I can't allow this, Sensei. It's not right. Says, furthermore, the damages to the area's infrastructure and buildings related to the battle are estimated to be in the billions. And you're like, yeah, actually, I ain't have nothing to do with any of this, bro. That shit just whatever. That's just news, bro. He says, well, they're reporting it as Tatsumaki's accomplishment. We might as well let her have some time in the limelight, Genos. Even Genos is like, Sensei, come on, son. We know what this is. It says, no, this is the generosity in your heart. I must take note of this. Oh, I don't know why I thought otherwise. I thought he was getting a little bit better at determining such things. Nah, bro. He's like, everything this man says, bro, I'm going to write it down. It's words of wisdom. Psychos escaped, you say? It must have been through a hole in the floor or ceiling. Said, amidst all the chaos and confusion. Says, it's my fault. I'll take responsibility and find her. So I'll need you to entrust the search for Psychos to me. Well, you ain't never gonna find her then. And it says, huh? Entrust? Says your little rampage is what caused all of this, and you think you're in a position to do whatever you want? Says, have you even thought about what you've done? Thanks to me, the residents all trust you again. And you guys get to cover up all your mismanagement, right? Says, ugh. What's a dragon level or two anyway? Says, it's all the same as long as I bring her back quick enough. I have the wave pattern and psychosis power completely memorized. Who could possibly be more suited to hunting her down than me? And she's making a good point, but can't do nothing. It says, well, I'm out of here. No need for any other heroes. They just get in my way. GG, LOL. And yeah, just play any game. Says, I can't believe you're so remorseful that you'd offer to search for her yourself. You're being strangely kind, aren't you? Tatsumaki. She turns around like, listen, don't try me like that, bro. Just take my word at face value, because anything else, you get fucked up. And you know that. Says, really? Some days, I'm just in a good mood, I guess. Yeah. You're getting away scot-free today. Because I'm in a good mood. Because if I wasn't, says, glad to hear it. Child Emperor says, what is this? Here I was thinking the Association HQ incident sounded a little strange, so I did a little hacking and the whole thing's nothing but a fraud and cover up. Yeah. And then you're going to see what happened and be like, yeah, that's what I expected. But GG on Child Emperor figuring out what was what. But we are still progressing in this story we call One Punch Man, and I'm not sure if we're still going to keep on going with these espers and the Tsukiyomi thing, or if we're going to go into a different arc. Not sure. But I'm okay with either. Like, I feel like at some point, like, some hype is going to happen with God, because, like, a lot of stuff's happening with, like I said, those espers and whatnot. So, like, I feel like he's got his eyes on someone. If not Tatsumaki or Fubuki or Psychos, then, you know, hell, it'd be anybody. It's from Tsukiyomi. It's a huge organization. Who knows who they got in their back pocket that can compete with somebody like Tatsumaki. So, yeah, it probably might be continuing. But that's the end of the chapter, guys. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and check out some of the other content on the channel. Past that, catch you guys on the next one. Peace.